Hello, this is
Hello.
Priscilla. I am your conversational English coach, and I'm excited to have you here and to provide the class today. The little boy that told a white lie. How are you, Heidi?
Fine, thank
How are you
you.
today, Heidi?
Actually, it's very hot nowadays.
I'll give you about a second to check
That
your microphone to see if everything is working okay. It
hello.
looks it looks like everything is working fine on my end. All right, let's see if you can hear me now. Winton, are you able to hear me? What
Yes,
about you,
I can
Ganae?
hear
Are you
you.
able to hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
All right, can anyone hear me now?
I can hear you.
Can anyone hear me now?
I can hear.
Okay. I'm not exactly sure why I can't hear anyone. Can anyone hear me now?
Yes.
Yes,
Let's see. Okay. I'm trying again. Araceli, are you able to hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Araceli, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can. Can't you hear me?
I don't know. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
hello.
Okay.
We all can hear you.
Hmm. Oh, you can. Okay. All right. I don't know why I can't hear anyone. Let's see. What might be wrong with my volume? I'll go to
Maybe
settings
someone
and check there, see if there's
the
something there.
microphone.
Okay. Webcam. That's fine. Default microphone. That's fine. Voice. Voice. All right. Can someone say something now? Will someone try to say something now? I'm still not hearing anything.
I can hear.
Nice. And I don't know. All right, I'm going to refresh one last time. Maybe that. I think that has taken care of it. I can hear some type of sound. Can anyone hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, yay! Success at last. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Let me go ahead and pull up the lesson and we'll get started. I want to first welcome Winton along with Pavel and Gane. I have not met you before, but I hope that you will enjoy the class. We're going to get started. Araceli, welcome back. I'm glad to have you, of course. So now, let me just pull up today's lesson and we will get started. And today's lesson, well, while I'm doing that, Gane, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, say hello to everyone, and of course, we are happy to have you. And where are you calling in from today?
Hello, thank you, I'm doing well. What do you know about me?
I don't know anything about you. I just know your name, and I've never met you before, but I'm very happy that you are here. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am 44 and I have a wife and two children.
Okay.
And
And
I try to see.
And why are you studying conversational English? Why are you studying English?
I try to study English several years. I don't know exactly what time I study.
All right. Well, I'm sure you will do wonderfully well here, and we're happy to have you. So thank you for joining us today. Now let us hear from.
I am from Russia.
You're from Russia. Okay, welcome. And that was. Thank you. Let us now hear from Winton. Winton, why don't you take a moment and introduce yourself?
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Wenting. I'm from China, but now I'm in New York. I am pursue a master's degree, but I find it a little hard for me to participate in the American talks. So that's why I want to improve my conversation.
Okay, well, welcome, Winton. I'm really happy that you're here, and good luck. Which university are you attending?
New York University.
New York University. What are you studying?
Biology.
Biology. Great. Awesome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, Araceli, why don't you take a moment and just introduce yourself as well? And welcome, Shavar. Shavar, unmute your microphone and introduce yourself. Araceli? Okay, go ahead, Shavar. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is India Safar. I'm from Indonesia. Yeah, that's it. Nice to meet you guys.
Okay, thank you. Araceli, can you unmute your microphone? Okay, she has left. Pavel, could you please mute your microphone? Do you know how to mute your microphone, Pavel?
Yes, I switch my microphone to mute.
Okay. Oh, there you are. Thank you very much for doing that. Thank you very much. I'm pulling in our lesson for today now. By going to screen share. All right. Let me know when you can see the little boy who told a lie, a white lie. If just one person can tell me, that would be great. Can anyone see that screen now?
Yes.
Can anyone? Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to start out by just assigning everyone a number. Araceli, you will be number 1. Pavel, you will be number 2. Winton, you will be number 3. And Shafar, you will be number 4.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. The reason you have numbers is to facilitate the class discussion and talking that we will be doing. And I won't have to type your name so very often. If you will, listen with me as I read the story first. Once there was a shepherd boy who had to look after a flock of sheep. One day he felt bored and decided to play a trick on the villagers. He shouted, "Help! Wolf! Wolf!" The villagers heard his cries and rushed out of the village to help the shepherd boy. When they reached him, they asked, "Where is the wolf?" The shepherd boy laughed loudly. "Ha ha ha, ha ha ha! I fooled all of you. I was only playing a trick on you." A few days later, the shepherd boy played this trick again. Again he cried, "Help! Help! Wolf! Wolf!" Again the villagers rushed up the hill to help him, and again they found that the boy had tricked them. They were very angry with him for being so naughty. Then, sometime later, a wolf went into the field. The wolf attacked one sheep, and then another and another. The shepherd boy ran towards the village shouting, "Help! Help! Wolf! Help! Somebody!" The villagers heard his cries, but they laughed because they thought it was another trick. The boy ran to the nearest villager and said, "A wolf is attacking the sheep. I lied before, but this time it's true." Finally, the villagers went to look. It was true. They could see the wolf running away and many dead sheep lying on the grass. Were there any words in this story that were difficult for anyone?
مصطفى، كيف الحال؟ أنا طيب الله يبارك فيك. الحمد لله.
والله عندي من يومين كذا حاجة في صدري كذا.
Basim, could you please mute your microphone?
كله ضراح.
Basim. All right, so I have muted Basim's microphone. I hope I'll remember to unmute it. Are there any questions? All right, we're going to go to our document again, and we will hear from Araceli. She will read first the passage, then she will read the idiom and try to explain what the idiom means and what she has read. Whenever you're ready, you may start, Araceli.
Yes. Once there was a shepherd boy who had to look after a flock of sheep. One day he felt bored and decided to play a trick on the villagers. He shouted, "Help! Wolf! Wolf!"
Okay, now read the... Okay.
The little boy was soon to be known as a barefaced liar, someone who lies easily with a total lack of shame.
All right, so summarize what you read here. Summarize that for us. Summarize what you read. Araceli?
Yes, a little boy who was taking care of the sheep in the mountains. To make fun, he started shouting, "There's a wolf attacking the sheep," and he...
That's correct.
And then it says that his behavior is called as barefaced liar.
And that's an idiom.
I can't hear you.
Okay, let's see who has their microphone open. And it could very well be mine. I'm not sure. Can you hear the echo now?
No, it's okay now.
Okay, great. So it may... Okay, so now tell us, what does the word barefaced liar mean?
It's a person who is lying and doesn't feel ashamed of it, who lies easily.
Very nicely done. All right, that's correct. So now we will hear from... Who's going to be next? Well, it will be Pavel.
The villagers heard his cry and rushed out of the village to help the shepherd boy. When they reached him, they asked, "There is the wolf." The shepherd boy laughed loudly. "Ha ha ha! I fooled all of you."
Okay, this word is pronounced laughed. Laugh. All right, now can you tell me, can you summarize just this part? Can you summarize this part that you just read? Can you summarize this for us? The villagers heard his cries and rushed out of the village to help the shepherd boy. When they reached him, they asked, "Where is the wolf?" The shepherd boy laughed loudly. "Ha ha ha! I fooled all of you." Can you tell me in your own words what you just read and what I just read? Pavel? I'm waiting for you to summarize. Just tell me one thing that you remember. Yes, tell me one thing that you remember from what you read.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
Oh, I don't understand what I have to do.
Teacher, we can't hear you.
Thank you. I want you to look at in your mind and tell me one thing about what you read. I've blackened it out so you can't read it. What do you remember reading? Just tell me one thing. Do you remember one thing?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot I mute my microphone.
Okay. Pavel?
The first thing, the villagers heard cries of shepherd and tried to help him.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. Now, what I want you to tell me is, can you read this last part in gray? The villagers wanted.
Villagers want to help shepherd. They want to hit wolves again.
Mm-hmm. And what does that mean? What do you think that means? Can you tell me what you think that mean? That means when I ask you, what does this mean? I want you to tell me something like this. The villagers wanted to give the little boy the benefit of the doubt. Now, the benefit of the doubt is an idiom. What do you think the benefit of the doubt actually mean? What do you think that means? Benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm. They want.
They want give. They want help to something to somebody without money or something else.
Mm-hmm. They want to believe even though there is no evidence to the contrary. Do you know the word contrary?
Without evidence.
It's the opposite. So they want to give the little boy the benefit of the doubt, even though they don't have evidence that he's telling the truth. All right. So now we'll go on to number 3. 3 is Wenting.
Yes.
Could you read for us?
Okay. I was only playing a trick on you. A few days later, the shepherd boy played this trick again. Again, he cried, "Help! Help! Wolf! Wolf!" Again, the villagers rushed up the hill and helped him, and again they found that the boy had tricked them. They were very angry with him for being so naughty.
Okay. Great. All right, so now can you tell me what your passage means? Can you tell me a few things about what you just read?
The shepherd boy said, "I was just play jokes on you." A few days later, he played that joke again. He cried, "Wolf, wolf, help, help!" Even though there were not wolves, and the villagers went up the hill to help him and found their food again.
Okay.
They were very angry.
Okay. All right. And can you read this idiom? Here.
The villagers realized that the little boy was breaking every rule in the book. The little boy was behaving in an unacceptable way.
Okay, so the idiom is, what is the idiom in yellow? What is the idiom in yellow?
Breaking every rule in the book.
And what do you think breaking every rule in the book is?
A rule in the book should be right, correct. So breaking every rule, it should be do bad things.
Okay, and what was the bad thing that the little boy was doing?
Lied.
He lied. And what did he lie about?
There were wolves.
Great, great. Okay, Shafar? Can you read for us? Shafar, could you read for us? Okay, all right, Shafar is not here. So let us hear from Basim. Could you read for us? You are number 5. Basim, you're number 5. Could you read for me? Is Basim still here? Basim, are you able to hear me? Okay, let's go to 6. Obey, read for us?
Yes, that's me.
Yes, please.
Yes. Then, sometimes later, a wolf went into the field. The wolf attached on sheep, and then another and another. The shepherd boy ran toward the village, shouting, "Help! Help! Wolf! Help! Somebody!"
Okay, and what can you summarize this portion for me? Can you summarize this for me? What you
Yes,
just
the boy.
read?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The boy in the field.
Mm-hmm.
After 2 days or a few days,
Mm-hmm.
after a few days, the wolf come to his sheep. The wolf want to eat one sheep or another one.
Okay, that's good.
The
That's good.
yeah,
Just 1 or 2 things is enough. Now, if you
yeah.
would read the idiom.
The little boy set forth again, but the villagers could not recognize the truth it was in their face.
Okay.
The truth
Now,
was in their face.
that is the idiom. And what do you think the idiom means?
The truth was in their face. But the little boy had it. I think if you meet someone
Mm-hmm.
who was liar, you can know by her face or his face.
Mm-hmm. So in this case, when a little boy is lying, the truth
Yeah.
is right there. He's actually not lying this time, and the truth is in there, is staring the villagers in their face because he's telling them there's really a wolf.
Yeah.
So that was what that is. Okay. So let's see.
If you want to mini liar,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not anyone believe your thought.
That's
That's right.
correct, because he
Yes.
was telling too many lies. So no one is
Yes.
going to believe him now. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And now we're going to go back to Araceli.
Yes, I was reading one thing question. It's interesting. Why do they say uh, instead of the truth was in their faces? I don't know the.
Well, if I took the time to explain that for you, Araceli, it would be that I would be taking the time to teach you about grammar. And since this is not the grammarian class, I won't entertain that, but I will tell you this. My purpose is to teach you conversational English, and I don't know the answer right away. You are most likely correct in your thinking that it most likely should be faces. When I write my lessons, when I create these lessons, I create them without the intent of just making them grammatically correct. I'm looking for constant conversation, not about grammar. If you're going to be a great conversationalist, you won't focus on the grammar. You just want to be understood. Is that okay? Is that a satisfactory answer for you?
Yeah. I don't know. I was just feeling curious
Okay.
because one thing was asking it's just the way it is. So it sounds
I would
good
have
for me.
I would have to go and do the research and find out exactly why, and that would take me more time than I would want to do, because our objective is to be able to talk. Okay? So
Okay.
Araceli, would you read for me?
Yes. The villagers heard his cries, but they laughed because they thought it was another tree. The boy ran to the nearest village and said, "A wolf is attacking the sheep. I lied before, but this time it is true." The villagers did a double take, which was to take a second look to see what the problem was. When they realized it was the little boy watching the sheep, they continued doing their daily chores of the day.
Okay. And the idiom is,
To do a double take, I
and
think
in this, mhm,
it means to, yeah, I think it means to look at something more carefully because you have to analyze
mhm,
it.
that is correct. They're looking at it very closely now to analyze who is that yelling, and then they see that it is the same boy that has lied to them time and time again. All right. Pavel, could you read for us?
Okay. Finally, the villagers went to look. It was true. They could see the wolf running away and many dead sheep lying on the grass.
Continue. Continue. The villagers decided.
The villagers decided to trust the little boy once more. Someone said to the little boy, "Sin in believing," but it was too late.
Okay. And what is the idiom? What is the idiom?
Sin is believing.
Good. Mhm.
I think it means so somebody need to see his own eyes something to believe.
Very good.
What is happened.
And why do you think? And why do you think they were saying that seeing is believing? Why are they saying that? Do you think it's because the little boy has lied a lot that they say, "Well, we don't believe you. Let us see a dead sheep first"? Why do you think? Why do you think they felt that way? It is because the little boy had lied to them several times, and they didn't want to be tricked again. Okay.
If the little boy doesn't lie first and twice, it wasn't too late. Villagers can hit wolves and ships will not will not die. Ships will be not died.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pavel. Winton, now I want you to look at this sheet. I want you to read and provide advice after you've read through the list. All right? You can read through the entire list if you'd like. And this will be 3. Okay, Winton, would you please read? I just saw.
I just saw my brother's girlfriend with another boy, but he's in a really bad mood because he got fired this morning. Do you think I should tell him?
Okay. Now I want you to look through this list. I want everyone to look through this list because everyone will be looking through the same list. You just won't read everything, but we will read it this first time, but everyone will read and give me their choice for the answer. Okay, Winton, you may start. You can read everything first before you give your advice. Read everything that you see.
Don't add fuel to the fire. Don't add insult to injury. Don't kick a man when he's down. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. A penny saved is a penny earned. Future is worth 1,000 words. Actions speak louder than words. It's all in your head. Around the clock, asleep at the wheel. Shout or yell at the top of your lungs. I think the advice for this situation is the first three: add fuel to the fire, don't add insult to injury, don't kick a man when he's down.
Sorry, are you muted, teacher? Because I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just talking. I said, well, I don't know why you weren't responding. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I was muted. Winting, I want you to, I chose one for you. I was waiting for you to choose, but since you didn't. So you're giving advice now. So you say, your advice is don't add insult to injury. Don't make a bad situation even worse. Explain what you mean by this advice. Explain to us what that means.
Just my brother has been fighting in the morning, so he has had an injury. He has had been hurted. So if I told him that his girlfriend was with another boy, it's just will hurt him again.
Okay, very nice. That is correct. All right, so now we're going to go to Shafar. Shafar? Shafar, are you with us? Shafar? All right, I think Shafar is gone for the moment. So now we're going to go to Basim. Basim, you are still with us? Unmute your microphone. Basim, unmute your microphone and read for us. Okay, because I don't know what the problem is, I'm just going to go on. Obed, could you
Yes,
read?
teacher.
You will read now, Obed.
Yes,
Could you read, please?
yes. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I think I heard something in the kitchen. Wait, I'm not sure. There is again. I think I heard something. Do you hear? Do you hear it? Maybe it is got. Maybe it is a thief.
Okay, now, Obed, you didn't do anything with the punctuation. This was a question mark. Here was an exclamation point. Here's a period.
Mm-hmm.
I needed you to change your voice. Did you hear
Okay.
that?
Let me try. Okay.
Okay, and pause. Stop when you get to a period, question mark, and all this punctuation, and count to 3. Did you hear that? 1, 2, 3. I think I heard something in the kitchen. I think I heard something in the kitchen. 1, 2, 3. Okay, try now.
Yeah. Do you hear that? I think I heard something in the kitchen. Wait. I'm not sure. There it is again. I think I heard something. Do you hear it? Maybe it is a ghost. Maybe it is there.
Okay, very nicely done. And I was able to understand. This word here is thief. This is ghost. Okay?
Yeah,
What
I know ghost, but thief, I don't know.
Oh, a thief is someone who steals something.
Uh-huh.
So someone may be breaking into their house because he's hearing something, but he's not sure. So maybe someone is breaking in to steal something. Okay, so what advice would you give? We know that it will not be this one. It could be, but most likely it will not. What do you think it might be? What advice would you give?
What advise me when you someone tell me I heard something?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I said the sound if you hear just on your head,
Okay.
not really. Yeah.
That's good. It might be in your head.
Yes.
And why do you say that? Tell us, why do you say that? Explain why that might be the answer.
Because the person on talking with me or talking with me, because I want to not scare about these situations.
Mm-hmm. So you say it's all in your head. Okay, very good. Now let's look at, let's see if Basim is ready. Basim, are you there? If you are, please say something.
Yes.
Basim?
How are you?
Okay, I'm great.
Yes.
Okay, Basim, could you read for us, please? You are number 5. You read, please.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. We will listen.
My grandfather is so old that he is almost deaf. When I talk to him, he doesn't even notice that I'm talking.
Okay. What advice would you give from this list?
When you talk to some elderly body, you try to keep your voice high to help him to understand you and hear you.
Okay, so which one of these would be appropriate? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. A penny saved is a penny earned. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Action speaks louder than words. Around the clock. Asleep at the wheel. Or shout or yell at the top of your lung. What advice would you give?
What action should I take now?
Yeah, I want you to choose one of these. Choose one of these as advice for your grandfather.
Yes, I picture words 1,000 words, or actions speak louder than words.
Okay. If you want to choose this one, now why did you choose this one? Why did you choose this one?
You want to from me choose something which may be an address for this comprehension or what?
Yes, yes, that is correct. Choose one of these that would be an answer for this. Mm-hmm. You could make any of them actually work for you.
I think that it may be actions speak louder than words.
Okay, so we're saying that action speaks louder than words. The grandfather is so old he's almost deaf, and without even responding to that, because the grandfather can't hear, his actions tell you that he's probably deaf, because the grandfather never says he's deaf, but his actions of not responding suggests that he is deaf. Okay? So now...
Deaf means somebody who can't hear something, isn't right?
Someone is saying something, but the grandfather cannot hear.
Cannot hear.
Araceli, would you be A?
Mm-hmm.
And Obed, would you be B?
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, you may start. You can ad-lib a little bit, or you can read it exactly like it is, but try not to sound like you're reading. Try not to sound like you're reading. You may start when you're ready.
Yeah, okay, I'm ready.
Okay, let me just do this way. Just 1 second. Replace all. A colon. Okay, I was trying to change it, but it's not changing. Okay. Araceli, would you start? Hi, Joe. You look worried. Araceli, are you reading? Or can you see the screen? Araceli, are you there? Are you all reading? Araceli, are you reading? Obed, are you able to hear me, Obed?
Yeah, I hear you, teacher.
Okay, so let's just give that to Winton. Can you be A? Could you be A, Winton?
Okay.
Please start now.
Hi, Joe. You looked worried. What's going on with you?
Oh, it is something. I feel like I work around the clock.
Is it because you need more money? You know, if you spend every penny you make, you will never be able to do those things you enjoy doing.
I know that. I know what you mean. I realize a penny saved is a penny earned. It just seems I never have enough to save.
Come on, tell me. It's all in your head that you think you have to work so much. Don't let other people sleep at the wheel when you spend so much time working. Let's have some fun.
Well, you know, action speaks louder than words, and it doesn't appear anyone is really willing to work at this point.
That's serious. So let's put our heads together. I don't like to talk badly about you. Because it's not good to kick a man when he's down, but you must make some changes soon.
You are right. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Are you ready to start drawing the picture now?
Okay, let's see. Remember the truth. All right, so there we are. That concludes the conversational dialogue. I'm going to come back to this area and let's see if I can get my image back for you. All right, I am back now. I see that Winton had asked a question. I have a question about the truth was in their face. Why not their faces? Oh, I think I've already responded to that. Winton, this is probably one of the unique classes on Verbally where this is not a this is a conversational class where I try to engage you in conversation about the full 55 to 60 minutes that you're here. We primarily do not discuss grammar unless I know it instantaneously. If I don't know the answer instantaneously, I don't take the time to try and explain it to you. The reason for this is it would take me more time than is necessary to explain something grammatical because you may have yet another question and another question and another question, and my objective is to have you speaking, not focusing on grammar. When you're trying to speak with conversational English, your goal is to think in English and not worry about the grammar, but just to be understood. So that is why I was not answering. I don't have the answer for you, but I could find the answer. But I think it's more important that you speak and I understand what it is that you're saying. So At this time, I'll take a few minutes to entertain. What are your final thoughts about today's session? Did you like what we did? What would you like to see done differently? What did you hope to gain and you did not? And what would you do? What would you do differently to gain more information? We'll start with you, Pavel.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, what is your response? Final word for this evening. Did you enjoy the lesson? Pavel, did you enjoy today's session?
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right.
It's interesting for me.
All right. Let's move on. So, Pavel, again, thank you very much for coming. It was my pleasure to have you in class today. I hope that you will return again and often. Obed, final words,
Yes.
please. Final
Yes.
words, Obed.
Yeah, I want to say, really, your lesson is very exciting every day. I hope enjoying any class you are printed in any class. I hope enjoying it. Thank you, teacher, again.
Thank you, Obed. I have another class coming up immediately after this one as well. Basim, final words about today's class.
Yes, it was amazing, but this is the first time I attend this class, this type of classes, and maybe I lose something. I didn't know what is running and what is requested from me, but totally I try to make a benefit, and I try to understand. Make my effort to understand anything from the lesson, and I have the benefit,
Okay.
maybe 50% from this course, and I will take another this.
Okay, thank you, Basim. The more classes that you participate in with me, you will find that the pattern is pretty much the same, and you'll understand the flow, and you'll find your voice, and you will start speaking. Thank you. Araceli, final words for this evening, please.
Yes, I want to apologize because I was having technical problems, but I want to say we didn't have too much time to look at the idioms at the bottom, and I think it was a very nice way to learn them, to put them into context with the story. But maybe I think when some students are not answering or are not quick, because your classes are really dynamic and quick, and I like a lot that of them. So if we see some students are not participating, whatever the reason, for example, I was having problems, you just can skip them quickly, because I think today we were very slow because of this.
Yes,
So
I agree. I agree, and the more I have people who are repeating my class, I would want to do that, but I would be remiss and somewhat seemingly rude for the newer people who have not been here before to just overlook them. But in your case, Araceli, it is what I did, because I knew that you would know that it wasn't anything that was personal. You would know that I wanted everyone to get a chance. When you didn't respond, I quickly went on to someone else. But because I believe it was Pavel, no, it's Basim. Basim is new, and if I didn't respond, I want to still nurture everyone and have them enjoy coming to the class. But thank you, guys. I want to thank each of you for attending class. And Basim, if you attend my future classes, you will know that it is quickly paced, a fast-paced class, but it is a class for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. Everyone gets to speak at their own rate. I expect participation from everyone, and I want always for everyone to enjoy what they're doing with us. Listen, I got to run. I have a class starting in 2 minutes. I hope that you all will join me. If not, I hope to see you in future classes. Take care. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank
teacher.
you.
Thank you.